begin, let me share a little bit about Kayani. I think most of you here have already heard of it, but those of you who are new, maybe you've never heard of Kayani. Kayani is a very unique name. It is actually an Alaskan language, which means powerful medicine from nature. Okay, so now you know one Alaskan word. It's called Kayani. And basically, in our Kayani triangle of health products, we have a wild Alaskan blueberry and the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon, which has together with tocotrienols, which makes a very powerful medicine that we source from nature, from the wild in Alaska. So let me touch a little bit about what is the key to optimal health. I mean, all of us want to be healthy. I mean, some of us may think that I'm all right. I don't have any disease states. I don't have hypertension. I have no diabetes. I have no heart condition. So we may feel that we are healthy. But generally, being just healthy or and wanting to achieve optimal health are two different things. Just because you do not have a disease, it doesn't mean that you are just totally healthy. It's just that your disease have not surfaced yet. Okay, it's not there. It's in the process. Because our body is such an amazing body, it can withstand and it can repair. It can do things before you actually get symptoms of an illness. Thus, it is very important that we make sure our body is always able to repair, always able to restore the function, and you can maintain this optimal health for as long as you can. So the keys to have this optimal health, even though you feel really good right now, is to make sure that number one, you must have good blood circulation. Okay, as you know, our blood circulation, our blood vessels in our body is like the highway. It's like the highway, right? If you want to go to Penang, you take our north-south highway. You drive, that's the fastest route. Sometimes got traffic jam, sometimes got accident. So things like that will happen. Likewise, in our blood circulation, you can see this. I'm amazed whenever I see this diagram or this picture of our blood vessels in our body, taking away your skin and your muscles and just leaving behind your blood vessels. We have actually almost 96,000 kilometers. If you put end to end all these blood vessels and your microcapillaries, which can encircle the earth 2.5 times. You can see the amount your lungs here is so dense, right? Because that's the important place where oxygen is being absorbed and the carbon dioxide is being released. So you need a lot of blood vessels there. If they say that if you open up your lungs, right, it's equivalent to 10 football fields. Okay, that's the amount of surface area that's in your lungs. And then look at your brains. There's a lot of blood circulation to your brains because there's your brain cells. Actually, your brain needs the most energy in your body. There's a lot of activities happening in your brain, and that's where your blood vessels delivers oxygen and nutrients to your brain cells to do its work. And don't forget here your kidneys. You see, your kidneys also is a place where you excrete all the toxins and the things that's to clean up your blood, and you need a lot of blood vessels here as well. So those people who have kidney problems, they have a problem of excretion and keeping your body system clean. And of course, not forgetting your big heart here that pumps the blood throughout the whole body. Okay, the pump has bigger blood vessels that leads to all these small blood vessels. So all of these things are very important. So you have to make sure that these blood vessels of yours do not get into traffic jam. They do not get congestion. They are smooth sailing, and they can remain soft and versatile. I mean, elastic all the while. Okay, what happens when people have heart attack or so is because their blood vessels over time gets blocked up. Then of course, when it's blocked in your brain, you get a stroke. If it's blocked in your heart, you get a heart attack. And this is where we want to make sure our blood circulation and our blood vessels are intact and will do its course. Okay, won't get stuck blocked along the way. Okay. The second part is if you have good circulation already, now you need to have healthy cells. Because if your cells are healthy, that's where your cells can continue to perform and do the work. It doesn't matter whether it's your brain cells, your eye cells, your heart cells, your kidney cells, all the cells, the basic unit of your organs are important to make sure that these organs remain functioning. This is a diagram of an unhealthy cell, meaning the cell membrane is hard and rigid. Okay, so that even if you have good nutrients, only some nutrients can go in, and the rest may not be able to go through. And the waste products that's being excreted by your cell, because your cell does the work, there's a lot of toxic materials inside, and only some can go out. So you still have toxins remaining in your cells, and that's how your cells will eventually malfunction and it will die. And when your cells die or don't function very well, that's in time your disease states will come, right? So if you have diabetes, hypertension, even gout attack, whichever thing that's having a problem right now is because of an unhealthy cell. So if you want to make sure that your cells are healthy, this part is very important. Your cell membrane must be soft and permeable, okay, so that your nutrients can go in, very easily. It doesn't get stuck somewhere, and your waste products can go out as well. So if your cells are beautiful, healthy, patent, keep that cells as healthy as possible. Even if you're aging, you will live long, healthy, and functional life. That is ultimately what we want. The basic of health is to keep a healthy cell. Then thirdly, the healthy fats are so important here. These are not the fats like we are talking about, all those saturated fats. We are talking about fats that will keep this lining of your membrane. Now, this is so important. The lining of your membrane mainly are made of fats. So you need to get these good healthy fats to make sure that your membranes are soft and permeable and functioning well. And of course, these healthy fats, you can get it from your diet, right? Things like fish oils, omega-3s, which I'll touch on a little bit more later. So Kyani is solving these health problems by helping you to address these three issues. Number one, for healthy cells, right, we have our wild Alaskan blueberries, and together with various kind of precious superfoods, to make sure that your cells get the right nutrients, enough of the right kind of food for it to function. We also have our sunset that you take that provides you with healthy fats to make sure the membrane of your cells are always intact, always healthy, to absorb and to excrete the toxic materials, absorb good nutrients and excrete toxic materials. And lastly, our Nitro FX, which is actually an extract from our noni, produces nitric oxide that continue to provide good blood circulation throughout your whole body. Just these three simple products, but it is wonderful to give you the most basic foundation to maintain the healthy cells. Okay, I'll touch a little bit about this Nitro FX and Nitro Extreme. This is, to me, is the core product that we have, and it's the most important product for anybody to take. Not because it's like if I feel like it, I take it. No, it is a necessity. It is an ingredient that your body naturally produces. So Dr. Claire Frankel Mano is one of our scientific advisory board member. She actively talks about nitric oxide because she's also a geneticist, and our body naturally produces this nitric oxide. But due to aging, okay, it slows down over time. It's a natural process of aging. Whether you like it or not, whether you're totally healthy or not, this process will still happen. It's just only how fast. So even if you look at this diagram, right, when you reach your 30s, 40s, and 50s, your nitric oxide level goes down 80%, 50%, 35%. And the scary part, when you reach 60 plus, you only have about 15% left of nitric oxide in your body, which is quite scary. And what will happen is, in this process of aging, when your nitric oxide goes down, then this is what's going to happen. Inflammation, plaque buildup, okay, stiffening of these artery walls to calcium buildup. And that's where the diameter of your capillary gets narrower and narrower. So your blood flow is, let's say your blood is thick or is sticky, it has maybe very bad cholesterol that is already oxidized. It will stick on and build up this plaque in your arteries, and a time will come where it will probably rupture, and that's where you get your heart attack also. So we can see that we know that nitric oxide level will go down, but it doesn't follow this what you call it chronological age. It actually follows your biological age. Meaning, if today you're in your 30s or 40s and you lead very unhealthy lifestyle, you're highly stressed, you don't eat well, you don't exercise, you probably at your 40s will have the blood vessel of a 60-year-old, and you probably have that levels of nitric oxide that is already very low. Thus, that's how as we age, when we lose our nitric oxide, this is what's going to happen. Okay. For those of you who probably is not familiar about nitric oxide is also known as the molecule of life. These three scientists, right, they won the Nobel Prize in 1998 for discovering this little molecule, and found that 99% of all human diseases is related to nitric oxide. So without nitric oxide, there is no life. As you know, without oxygen, maybe 4 or 5 minutes, we cannot make it, we have no life. But without nitric oxide, you can't even survive 3 to 5 seconds. That's how important this little molecule is about. Thus, the name of molecule of life. So we know that this nitric oxide actually affects various parts of our physiological function like your blood circulation, inflammation, digestion, respiratory, immune system. All these things are influenced very strongly by nitric oxide. Okay, so if we know that our nitric oxide level goes down as we age, then we can find ways actually to increase these nitric oxide levels in our body. We can get foods that is high in nitrates. You can take like kale, beetroot, spinach. Okay, if you can get those kind of foods in your diet, probably you can enhance your nitric oxide level. However, I think most of us do not eat very well. We may not get the right ingredients to provide us with the nitric oxide. So Kyani came out with Nitro FX and Nitro Extreme, where the main ingredient is from the noni plant. Okay, it's not just the noni fruit, but they find the whole plant, the roots, the stem, the leaves has very high levels of nitrate, which converts to nitric oxide in your body. So the nitric oxide FX is just plain noni extract, and you know, by taking this, you can promote blood vessel dilation, for recovery after muscle injury. For sports people, this is amazing. It also helps to increase the sugar uptake by the muscle cells. Thus, people with high sugar levels or borderline sugar levels, or you want to prevent maybe diabetes or so, this will help you to improve the uptake of sugar into your muscle cells, improves your muscle strength, as well as your mitochondria, right? That is our batteries in our cells, makes it more efficient. Now, we also have an enhanced version, which is called the Extreme. It is Nitro FX together with 5 other nutrients and minerals inside. This gives it 5 times more efficacy and 3.5 times more concentrated. So we have added in coenzyme Q10. As you know, this precursor enzyme helps to convert food to energy. We have magnesium, which is very, very important also as well, converting carbohydrates, protein, and fats into energy. Zinc helps to maintain your immune system. Chromium helps to reduce body fats as well as improving muscle tone. And niacin helps to lower your cholesterol as well. So this enhanced version is really good for people who are more active and maybe your body needs more of it. Okay. Personally, I take Nitro Extreme and also FX. I take both of them. Okay. Just want to share a very short sharing about this study on noni in general. Because noni has been used by people all around the world, and in these published studies, they find that they surveyed 15,000 patients with certain disorders, and they took noni. And diseases something like this, like in hypertension, they surveyed 1,554 users, and 85% of them showed improvement rate after taking noni. That means that their blood pressure became more controlled. Okay. Personally, in my own sharing, even my husband, he has improved his hypertension after 3 months on borderline, which cannot come down. After 3 months, his pressure is now below 120, and the diastolic is below 80. I think 10 years, it never became that beautiful. So he's one of the 85% that showed that improvement. People with cancer, asthma, allergy, that means the improvement rate is there. And what it means is that even though you're on treatment, you need medication, please carry on. But if you take something like this, our noni, to help you to increase your nitric oxide levels, naturally your body will know what it needs to do to reverse back what caused this problem in the first place. I'm very confident because I've seen so many people with diabetes, even my own neighbor who has a stroke, they improve beautifully. People with kidney disease, by increasing blood flow to the kidneys, there's a lot of improvement over there. Personally, myself, obesity due to my hormonal imbalance. I've got a number of people talking about insomnia as well. They sleep better, and respiratory indigestion. So something from nature can help you by providing the basic nutrient that your body needs, which is the molecule of life, nitric oxide. Okay, so that is about the circulation. Now, the water-soluble part of keeping your cells healthy and providing nutrients is called sunrise, where our basic ingredient is the wild Alaskan blueberry. And here, besides the blueberries, we also have 21 other superfoods inside. Each of these ingredients actually has its own properties as a very potent antioxidant, providing powerful active ingredients like the anthocyanins, the pterostilbene, which is very good for the eyesight, resveratrol, a very important anti-aging antioxidant, vitamin A, vitamin C, folic acid. So we get it from the natural form, okay? So even like here, cranberry, pomegranate, ginseng, red spinach, broccoli, aronia, together with this wild Alaskan blueberry, provides the most potent, I would say, comprehensive phytonutrient that our cells need, okay? And not a single synthetic nutrient over here. So our water-soluble nutrient comes in a very simple pouch like this. You just take one packet in the morning and you really feel energized and refreshed. Now, the third one that we have is to provide your body with healthy fats. These are the fats that you must get from your diet, okay? Your body doesn't produce these fats. So to get fats in your diet is important, but you must get the right kind of fats. What we have here is our omega-3 from the wild Alaskan sockeye salmon and wild fishes, and a very potent form of vitamin E called tocotrienol, which is from the Amazon, what do you call it? Jungles, okay, in South America, where this is 100% tocotrienol, a very potent vitamin E, together with beta-carotene and vitamin D3, makes this award-winning sunset that we take in the evening, okay? And the studies have shown that Kyani Sunset has been scientifically proven to reduce inflammation by 90%. So as you know, inflammation is another big issue about disease state, and a lot of our disease like heart disease, diabetes, cancer, eczema, allergies are all due to inflammation, chronic inflammation in our body. So when you take this sunset daily, you are actually preventing your body from going into this inflammatory state all the time, okay? So this is no ordinary fish. I like it very much in a way. It's because the capsules are so tiny, you know, it's not like the long fish oil where you can okay, you get choked in it. So it's easy to swallow. It really helps very, very much in your cardiovascular, maintaining healthy cholesterol and sugar levels, healthy vision, improving your brain health and memory. Definitely, it improves your mood and your stress. It's like, to me, I think it's like an anti-anxiety. That's why when people take it, they can relax and they can sleep so soundly, okay? And of course, healthy skin and nails as well, okay? So these three products, and we have world champions actually taking Kyani. Kyani, I don't pay them to endorse our products. They take our products and they find that it improves in their performance. Like this guy, Pac-Man Pacquiao, if you know him, he's a very quite a popular boxer. He's a world champion boxer from Philippines. Small fella, okay? I think it's a lightweight category, but he's very impressive. He does a lot of charity in his own country. Pacquiao, he takes Kyani. This guy, Jasper Stegman, if you go on Google, YouTube, you can Google his name and find. He's a world-class champion for free diver. Before he took Kyani, nitric oxide, before he took Kyani, he couldn't bypass diving beyond 100 meters. You know, one breath, you know, go down, he go 90 meters, he go up, he already black out. Then he tried again, 95 meters, go out, also black out again, okay, not enough oxygen. But when he started to take Kyani, after 3 months and he dive again, right, he can go beyond 100 meters. And when he goes up to the surface, he's still okay. He had no blackout. So his body was able to retain and use oxygen for longer periods of time. I'm always very impressed when I listen to his testimony. I listen to his video many times because it's so amazing how somebody can hold the breath for longer than 5 minutes. that's crazy. Okay, so it's very important as well to make sure that our products are safe to use. So we have certifications from various third-party authorities to make sure that all our products are in top quality, in purity and potency is there. So you can safely take it without fear of any problems, okay? Because they're actually whole foods. These certifications, you can actually get it from our website to understand each and every single body and what it does to certify quality of products, okay? So the last slide here is to tell you that the principle of triangle of health is the combination synergy of these three products. Of course, you can take it individually. If you just like to have an antioxidant every morning with fruits and vegetables, yes, you can just take Sunrise. It will provide you with all the very, very potent antioxidants that you need. You can. If you want a healthy fats and you want a fat-soluble antioxidant, you can take Sunset with our omega-3 and our tocotrienols. You can take it at night if you want a good sleep. And if you just want to improve your blood circulation, you want to improve nutrient absorption, you can take the Nitro. But when you take it all together, now this is where the synergy and the effectiveness increase nine times more, because everything works well together, right? So, and as you know, our products are mainly all liquid, so the absorption is so good. In fact, like the nitro, you just put it in your mouth. The absorption is almost 90% right there. Okay, so it doesn't have to like break down tablets or capsules and before it can be absorbed by your body. So ultimately, I find this is a very simplified total wellness solution for everyone. Simple is the right word, as simple as possible, but yet very effective. So comprehensive nutrients that replace just one single vitamin E or one single vitamin C. I think it is not enough for us to just take single nutrients. We got to take a combination of many, many types of antioxidants to fight the many, many types of free radicals that we are exposed to every day. So importantly, it must be safe, it must be effective, and as natural as possible. And I think what can be more natural than from the wild mountains of Alaska, right? So this is my first part about